some NFL drama to talk about. And yes, I know. You like Rich. We talk about politics. You talk about politics. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean NFL? Well, it does wrap its way back into politics because we have a situation between an NFL quarterback by the name of Jaxson Dart. This will be, I believe, his second year in the NFL. He plays for the New York Football Giants. And a guy by the name of Abdul Carter, who is also a player for the New York Football Giants. And he plays D end. Okay. Jaxson Dart played for Ole Miss and Abdul Carter for Penn State. Boo. Yeah, I know it ain't Buckeye Nation. Neither one of them. So boo. But we had a situation where Jaxson Dart did something that Abdul Carter did not like, and he posted about it and it went absolutely viral. So here is the situation that Jaxson Dart got himself into that his teammate did not like. Check it out.
What's up? Yeah. Big Blue Nation, it's a pleasure to be here. I got to start this off with a Go Big Blue. I'd love it if y'all would follow with me. Go Big Blue, go Big Blue, go Big Blue, go Big Blue. What an honor, what a privilege it is to be here. And without further ado, I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm pleasured to introduce the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump. And I'm proud to be an American.
Unfortunately, I can't play that music, but yeah, he introduced Donald Trump. There's Uncle Trump right there, walking out to the stage, as you can see there. All right, so that was Jaxson Dart introducing Uncle Trump. That's literally all he did. That is all he did, was introduce Donald Trump onto the stage. Well, his teammate, Abdul Carter, said this. He said, I thought this was AI. What we doing, man? So, yeah, that's what he said. And it's gone everywhere. It has gone everywhere. Here's the comment section. Cat turd. The whiny faces. Welcoming the president. Abdul Carter, New York linebacker, has been arrested, charged twice based on public records from his time at Penn State. Oh, geez. Somebody dug deep. 2023 misdemeanor marijuana possession with second degree misdemeanor simple assault. Jeez. You're not going to believe this, but it's possible to have different political opinions and coexist with each other like normal and respectful, well-adjusted Americans. Yeah, clearly I agree with it because I liked it, but yeah, agree with that 100%. 100%. LT, I thought this was AI. 4 sacks. Yeah, we're gonna get back into that. 4 sacks for the season is pretty abysmal, if I do say so myself. He's introducing the president of the United States, publicly calling out a teammate for doing that is a bad look for you. Abdul has a different opinion than his teammate. Instead of talking to him in person or just letting it be, he blasts him on social media. He continues to show, even after sleeping through his rookie season, literally, how little awareness he has. Pathetic. And of course, somebody posted the two side by side. This is Jaxson Dart. And this is Abdul Carter. So there you go. I would be concerned. I would be concerned if my QB believed in 58 different genders at that mention. Oh, man. Oh, what is this? For an Islamic political chain while his family showed. Oh, okay. Well, that's been debunked. Whatever. But yeah. So that's the whole gist of the situation there. And the internet chimed in on it like crazy, including this individual who called him out for a subpar performance, and that's what he should actually be focused on.
How about instead of saying, I thought this was AI when I seen this, what are we doing, Abdul Carter? How about you get in the field and you actually work and be what you're worth? Because right now you're not living up to the hype and you're a draft bust. How about instead of worrying about politics, bro, you worry about what you got paid for, bro. You worried about the wrong stuff, bro. You mad because Jaxson Dart's a Trump supporter, bro, but yet you about to be cut from the league, bro. How you get benched 2 times this year, bro? You went from starting to getting benched, bro. You were trash. You were a bust. You were the worst ever draft pick from last year, bro. You're about to be the worst draft pick from Jamarcus Russell, bro. You were not living up to the hype at all, bro. You were trash. You were garbage. But yet we have people like you, dumb black people, talking about some, oh, I thought this was AI. What are we doing, man? Do you even know anything about politics? Do you know any of Trump's policies, or are you just a typical black person who hates Trump and just because everyone else hates Trump, you're just gonna hate Trump too? Like what do you actually what is your stances, bro? Can you name me 3 Kamala Harris policies, bro? Can you name me 3 Trump policies? Do you know anything that Trump hasn't done during his presidency, bro? No, you can't, bro. So please stop bringing up topics that you know nothing about, Abdul Carter, bro. Like, oh my gosh, you're an idiot, bro. Like, just stay out of politics and stick to the field, bro, before you get cut from the NFL and start working at Amazon. How about instead of saying, I thought this was AI when I seen...
No, he's right. Abdul Carter, highly touted first-round draft pick, supposed to be an absolute monster, had a grand total of 4 sacks. 4 sacks. And according to that gentleman, now I don't know because I haven't watched the Giants very closely. To be quite honest, I don't really have a favorite NFL team. I just follow some players that I have on my fantasy football team any specific year. But I don't think I had any Giants players, so I wasn't really watching the Giants play. But, 4 sacks and you were getting benched at certain points during the season. It's pretty bad. Your first-round draft pick. It's one of the most important positions on the field that you play, DN. One of the most highly paid, probably, top 3 highest paid on the field. It's quarterback, tackle, and DN. 3 of the highest paid positions. So you probably should focus on what's going on the field if you ain't performing, because sure, they might give you a little leeway for now because you're a first round draft pick and you were just drafted, but 4 sacks ain't gonna cut it, buddy. Getting benched ain't gonna cut it, buddy. They'll allow you to talk a little bit when you out there performing, but the moment that performance dips, they gonna send you packing. And I want to show y'all something because Jalen Hurts chimed in. And, of course, he did a little post and delete situation. That's what he posted. Jalen Hurts, when he heard about the situation going down, he posted, "Proud Democrat," and then deleted it. How soft. Stand on it. Which, hey, listen, I have no problem with Jalen Hurts saying that he's a proud Democrat. I think it's kind of silly, but I have no issue with it. Be loud and proud for the Democrat Party, but the fact that you deleted it says a lot, in my humble opinion. Like, if I'm gonna post, something, if I'm gonna post proud Republican, I'm gonna keep it up. Why delete it? Stand on it. What's the point of deleting it? And you're a public figure, so people are gonna screenshot that the moment that it pops up, the very second that it pops up. Doesn't matter that you deleted it or not. But I want to show you guys this. Quarterbacks in the NFL registered as Republican. We have the Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback Dak Prescott, registered Republican. Jaxson Dart, who is the guy you just saw, registered Republican. Drake May, quarterback for the New England Patriots, registered Republican. Justin Herbert, Republican. Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, if not the best, registered Republican. Lamar Jackson, Black quarterback from the Baltimore Ravens. Absolute phenom out there on the field. Registered Republican. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. Registered Republican. Arguably the best quarterback in the NFL today. Bryce Young, Jared Goff, Joe Burrow, CJ Stroud. Hey, shout out CJ Stroud. Buckeye Nation, baby. Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, which this is going to be Aaron Rodgers' last season in the NFL. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Matthew Stafford, Cam Ward, Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy. Like, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay? Quarterbacks not disclosed. You got a few of them there. What is that? 5 quarterbacks, and then, of course, Jalen Hurts, registered Democrat. And the only correction here says Joe Burrow has no party affiliation, so we could take Joe Burrow off the list. He would go down into the not disclosed. But I wouldn't be surprised if he was and Tyler's who is Tyler's? I don't even know who this is. Who is that? Tyler Shaw? I don't even know who that is. But I guess apparently is a registered Democrat, not a Republican. So those are the only corrections. Everybody else, Republican. Across the board. And, I mean, wouldn't you expect them to be? I mean, these guys are making millions of dollars a year. They don't want to be taxed out the wazoo. Okay, they want to keep their money, you know? And I don't blame them. But here's the issue with this entire situation. If you're teammates with somebody, that's something that you keep in the locker room. That is something that you keep behind closed doors if you need to call them out. Because apparently these guys are good friends.
We've also just been through a lot, this year together. And I think that when you come from situations where, you're consistently winning and you're playing at a high level.
So if you're friends and you're teammates, why not just call them up, shoot them a text? You guys are both first-round draft picks, both in your second year now, both supposed to be phenoms. Jaxson Dart did burst onto the scene. Honestly, I was trying to get him in my fantasy league and wasn't able to. Maybe I'll try to pick him up this year. We shall see. But, yeah, that's just not something that you do, right? That kind of stuff you keep behind closed doors. You don't let it out. Anybody and everybody knows this that's ever played sports. It's not about the individual, right? It's about the team. Because, especially on a football field, it takes all 11 guys on the string to win, especially if you play defense. Anybody that's ever played defense knows this, right? Everybody do your job. If everybody does their job, we're going to come out of this thing victorious. But if Abdul Carter is over here trying to play hero ball because he's pissed off at Jaxson Dart and people are making fun of him, well, now he's messed up his assignment because he was supposed to play contain, but he's rushing the quarterback trying to get a sack to pad his stats, which created the giant hole for the running back to go through. So that's just not the type of stuff that you do. You keep it behind closed doors and you talk to the person in person. As a matter of fact, here's a former NFL player chiming in on the situation. Here's what he had to say.
All right. This message is for Abdul Carter. I saw your tweet, and I'm going to tell you this once. If the Giants PR team already hasn't told you so, and if your uncles, aunties, grandmammies, daughters, sisters, nephews, brother hasn't told you, my brother, please shut the fuck up and dribble. In other words, stop talking about your teammates' political beliefs on the TL. All these people, all these burner pages are going to tell you to keep voicing your opinion. Abdul, there is a time and place for you to talk about the things that hold dear to your heart. But talking about your political beliefs and your disbelief, especially in a teammate's political beliefs, ain't the time to do as an active NFL player, let alone this guy's your quarterback one. Abdul, you got to go to war with this guy on Sundays, right? You have to be there with him. This guy has to share a locker room with you. If you didn't believe in his political beliefs, be a man and go talk to him about it face to face. Don't go to Twitter. That's some ultimate bullshit. That's some little kid shit. Leave that shit at Penn State. This is the NFL. 2020 COVID, I was a part of a locker room where there was a lot of disbelief. I had a lot of Republican teammates. I had a lot of Democratic teammates. It was the middle of COVID, the whole George Floyd incident, everything else under the sun. But you know what? When there was disbeliefs and disagreements, We always went to each other face to face in the locker room. Don't take this shit to Twitter, bro. Come on, grow up.
I agree. And here's the issue. You're going against the most important person on the team, the quarterback. Do you think the GM and the front office people are going to choose you over him? No. Not with the way Jaxson Dart was starting to shine. They're going to choose Jaxson Dart over you 10 times out of 10 and twice on Sunday. And you're going to get shipped off somewhere. So it's a bad idea from that perspective, but then just locker room camaraderie. You know, there's 11 guys on either side of the ball, plus backups, plus kicker and everything else. So you've got lots of guys in that locker room that come from all different types of backgrounds, that think about things in all different types of ways. And you're concerned with the guy who introduced the president. So you think he's the only person that likes him? You don't think the guy that you sit next to every Sunday when you change into your pads, right, voted for Trump too? You don't think so? You don't think at least half of that locker room, probably I would guess probably more than half of that locker room voted for that same guy? But you got an issue with it. You know, it's just like, come on, bro. Come on. People are able to post their political beliefs if they're a Democrat and nobody has anything to say about it. Jalen Hurts, for example, posted a picture of him with Barack Obama. Did anybody lose their minds over it? No, I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, but it's just like, nobody cares. It only matters when somebody supports Trump, and then it's a big deal. Oh, my goodness. Like, as if half this country didn't vote for Trump. He's the president. Somebody voted for him. Like, Democrats are like always shocked when somebody comes out and supports Trump. And it's like, he is the president. I almost called him a derogatory term. He is the president after all. So somebody voted for him. Duh. Like, why are Democrats always shocked when somebody supports Trump publicly? As if he's not the president right now. As if he didn't just win an election in a landslide. As if he didn't just win all 7 swing states and won the popular vote. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Over half the Giants locker room probably voted for the guy too. Like, what are we talking about? If I had to guess, based on that list of quarterbacks, I would guess probably 80% of the league votes Republican. Just based off that list of quarterbacks. I mean, that's basically every starting quarterback in the league right there. Every starting quarterback basically votes is a registered Republican. Including prominent black quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. Right? Bryce Young as well. I forgot about Bryce Young for the Panthers. CJ Stroud. You know? Cam Ward for the Titans. Black guys. Kyler Murray. I don't know who he plays for now. He did play for the Cardinals, but I think he got traded somewhere. I don't remember. Fernando Mendoza, the guy that just won the Heisman and the college football championship. Registered Republicans. And you're telling me you're mad and surprised that Jaxson Dart is a Republican. Okay. All right. Anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. I know that was pretty long-winded, but sometimes I get annoyed and I just start rambling. You know, it just happens. It happens, but I appreciate all the continued love and support. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.